Hello and Assalamualaikum. My name is AKMAL bin KADIR and I am here to talk about the event that I went, which is Sawasdee Thailand. The objective of the event is to first introduce Thailand heritage to Malaysia, to enable cultural interaction with Malaysia and Thailand, to let Malaysians experience Thailand culture, and to strengthen the bond between Malaysia and Thailand. The topic that I chose, which I think is relevant with the event, is topic 6, which is organizational cultures and diversity. First, what is organizational culture? Organizational culture is defined as shared values and beliefs, enabling members to understand their roles and the norms of the organization. Next is the cultural types of the event. Personally, for me, I think it is family types. Firstly, strong emphasis on hierarchy and orientation to person. Second is power-oriented, headed by leader regarded as caring parents. And lastly is management take care of employees, ensure they are treated well and have continued employment. Next is the type of multiculturalism. The type of multiculturalism that I think is relevant with the event is bicultural groups. A group which 2 or more members represent each of the 2 distinct cultures, such as 4 Mexican and 4 Taiwanese, who have formed a team to investigate the possibility of investing in a venture. In this case, that is Malaysia and Thailand, working together on Sawasdee Thailand event. Next, let's talk about the advantage that diversity brings us. The first one is enhanced creativity. When people diverse backgrounds come together, they bring unique perspective and experience. This melting pot of ideas spark creativity and innovation, driving organization to new heights. Second is to lead to better decisions. Diverse teams tend to approach problem solving from multiple angles. This diversity of thoughts leads to more comprehensive evaluation and ultimately better decisions. The third one is more effective and productive results. Studies consistently show that diverse teams are more effective and productive. The varied skill and viewpoints lead to a richer understanding of issues and more efficient solutions. Next is prevent groupthink. Homogeneous groups often fall victim to groupthink, where critical thinking may be stifled. Diversity encourages healthy debate and constructive criticism, guarding against tunnel vision. And lastly is facilitate highly effective team under the right condition. Under the right condition, like fostering an inclusive environment where everybody's voice is valued, diverse teams can outperform their homogeneous counterparts. They leverage individual strength to achieve collective excellence. Next is the observation of the event. From the event, I can list out about 5 abstract dimensions of culture, which is power distance, individualism versus collectivism, masculinity versus femininity, uncertainty avoidance, and long-term versus short-term orientation. First is power distance. Refers to the extent to which less powerful members of an organization or society accept and expect that power is distributed unequally. In this case, this event emphasizes respect for authority figures and hierarchical structure. During the event, I can see that organizers and leaders are accorded with significant respect and regard. Their decisions are followed without any question, highlighting the high power distance. Next is individualism versus collectivism. Individualism is a cultural orientation that prioritizes the rights, autonomy, and independence of individuals over group cohesion and collective interest. Meanwhile, collectivism is a cultural orientation that emphasizes the interdependence of individuals within a group or community, prioritizing collective goals and harmony over individual desire and autonomy. From my viewpoint, this event itself is emphasizes collective participation and communal activities. Traditional ceremonies, cultural performance, or collaborative workshops are the highlights of this concept. Consequently, participants may involve in unifying programs that enhance social connection. Next is masculinity versus femininity. Masculinity versus femininity, as defined by Hofstad's cultural dimensions, refer to the extent to which a society values traditional masculine traits such as assertiveness, competitiveness, and ambition, versus feminine traits such as nurturance, cooperation, and quality of life. In cultural high in masculinity, achievement and material success are emphasized, while feminine cultures, quality of life, leadership, and caring for others are prioritized. In this event, I see that they are both masculinity and femininity in the presence of the event itself. The food market, the merchandise, and the services offered at the event are apparent as masculinity, as their first priority are to make profit, while the crafting booth, food demonstration, and performance are more to femininity, as their main function is to bring together family, friends, and having fun to bring quality in their life. The fourth one is uncertainty avoidance. This dimension measures the extent to which members of society feel uncomfortable with uncertainty and ambiguity, and thus adopt belief, norms, and behavior to minimize unpredictability. From the way that I see, the event itself is on high uncertainty avoidance index, as it is evident in the workflow. The event itself shows some aspect of great amount of planning and preparation to control the amount of risk as much as possible. For example, is the Muay Thai Championship. As there may be risk of injury and accident, the management have prepared a well-equipped medical staff on standby in case there is an injury or accident. Lastly is the long versus short-term orientation. Cultures with a long-term orientation prioritize future reward and outcomes. They tend to emphasize persistence, thriftiness, and perseverance in achieving long-term goals. Meanwhile, short-term orientation focus more on immediate results and are concerned with maintaining stability or satisfying immediate needs and obligations. Decision making is often influenced by past and present circumstances rather than long-term goals. In this event, I can see that long-term orientation is well shown as it emphasizes talent, culture, and tradition. The importance of preserving art and craft, workshop, and martial art for future generations was clearly demonstrated.